Lemon custard pie is my version of a Southern classic. Similar to lemon icebox pie, my new version of egg custard pie is easy and delicious. If you're looking for a light dessert after a heavy meal like Thanksgiving, keep watching. Lemon custard pie is kind of a cross between egg custard pie and lemon icebox pie. Lemon icebox pie is basically a lemon version of key lime pie, and egg custard pie is basically just an egg custard, hence the name. I did the egg custard pie last fall, and I did the lemon icebox pie earlier this year, so if you haven't seen either of those, be sure to check them out. I think this lemon custard pie will turn out very similarly, like I said, to the lemon icebox pie, except the texture will be different because instead of using sweetened condensed milk, I'm adding sugar to evaporated milk, and I'm using a traditional pie crust instead of the Ritz cracker crust. So I'm curious to see how this turns out. Like I said, I have my 9-inch pie crust. This is homemade, but if you want to use a store-bought crust, it will be a lot less quilombo, a lot less mess, and it will be fine. Here in this bowl, I have 1 tablespoon of butter that is melted. Here I have 1 cup or 240 grams of evaporated milk, 1/4 cup of, actually somewhere between 1/4 cup and 1/3 of a cup of freshly squeezed lemon juice. My original intention was to use 1/4 of a cup like I have used for other custard pie recipes, like my sweet potato pie. I use 1/4 cup of orange juice, which is a very interesting recipe. You would be interested in that as well. And I use 1/4 cup of lemon juice, I believe, in my butternut squash pie as well. But I just kept squeezing the lemons, and I ended up with 1/3 of a cup after 1.5 lemons. So that's how much I use for my lemon icebox pie, so I'm just gonna go with it. 3 eggs, 1 cup or 210 grams of sugar, 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, and I'm using 3 teaspoons or 1 tablespoon of lemon zest. Originally, I was going to use just 1 teaspoon of zest and 1 teaspoon of lemon extract, but one of my idiosyncrasies that I'm admitting is that I do not like to open extracts if I'm just going to use 1 teaspoon. I would only use 1 teaspoon of lemon extract now. I'm not using it for anything else in the near future, so I had some old lemons and I decided to just zest those. The ratio is 2 teaspoons of zest for 1 teaspoon of extract. So since I would have used 1 teaspoon of extract, I am adding 2 additional teaspoons of zest. And that's very similar to my lemon icebox pie recipe. I use a tablespoon or 3 teaspoons of zest, so I just decided to go with it. Like I said, my butter is melted. All I literally have to do is add my 1 cup of evaporated milk, my somewhere between 1/4 cup and 1/3 of a cup of lemon juice, 3 large eggs, 1 cup of white sugar. I think brown sugar would be good in this, but I think the color would throw people off. People wouldn't expect something that's lemon flavored to be kind of brown. So that's something to think about. 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, and my lemon zest. Scrape it off into there. Now you could whisk this by hand, but I'm going to use an electric mixer, and I am going to beat it for 2 to 3 minutes. If you're feeling especially ambitious, you could beat the whites separately until they form stiff peaks, but that is too much quilombo for me. Now that the filling has been beaten for 2 to 3 minutes, I'm going to pour this into an unbaked pie shell. Not gonna lie, I tasted it even though it does have raw eggs, and it tastes delicious. And it's going to bake uncovered at 350 for 45 minutes. After 45 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, the lemon custard pie was done. I came up with the recipe on my own, so this was my first time making it. And I must say I really liked the bright yellow color. This definitely looked like some sort of lemon flavored pie. And when I tried it for the first time, I realized that it tasted just how it looked. This pie was an explosion of lemony deliciousness. As I predicted, it was very similar to the lemon icebox pie that I made earlier this year, but there was still a difference. I felt like it wasn't quite as sweet, and I felt like the eggs came through stronger. Overall, I think that the amount of lemon flavor was about the same. But because the pie wasn't quite as sweet and had more of an egg flavor, it still tasted a bit different. The filling also tasted a bit lighter than the lemon icebox pie, but the crust on this lemon custard pie tasted heavier. As I just explained, I feel like lemon custard pie and lemon icebox pie are very similar. But lemon custard pie tastes more like a classic southern pie, especially I think because of the crust. Although the brown sugar egg custard pie that I made last fall was definitely good, I really like lemon, so I think that I liked this lemon custard pie better. Although the filling looks a bit runny in these close-up photos, that's because I couldn't resist the temptation to cut into the pie before it was 100% cooled down to room temperature. Once it was completely cooled, the filling was nice and firm, so don't worry about that. Here's what it looks like totally firm. Just like with the other egg custard pie, this is a very light yet still sweet dessert, but not too sweet, so I think that it would be perfect if you want a light dessert after a heavy meal, but you still want to feel like you're having dessert. If you're having a big meal for Thanksgiving and you still want to have dessert, this lemon custard pie recipe would be perfect. I'm thinking that this recipe is fairly versatile, so one day I'll try an orange version. This lemon custard pie marks the end of my unique Thanksgiving pie series. If you're looking for a Thanksgiving dessert recipe that's different yet still classic, try one of mine. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. For more information about Argentinian food and Southern recipes, please visit my website, parnallthechef.com, and be sure to follow me on social media. Right now, I'm most active on Twitter and Instagram. Once again, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.